Before the warriors of the crystals, sworn protectors of the harmony and stability of the worlds, appeared a new and formidable enemy, the Ashen King. Seizing the power of the core crystals for his own, he descended upon a certain land in order to achieve his fearsome aspirations. One world amongst countless other ever-changing destinies, crossing and intertwining. On that world was an ill-fated continent destined for ruin, Ardra. The warriors of the crystals, too, made their way there in order to reclaim the power of the core crystals that had been stolen by the Ashen King. But they were served a crushing defeat by the overwhelming power he commands. However, with their lofty duty on the line, the warriors of the crystals have risen to the challenge once more. On their journey through the ravaged lands of Ardra, they met the prince of a kingdom on the precipice of ruin, Blood of Hourne, and the shinobi who serves as his lieutenant, Shadowlynx. The warriors of the crystals felt a kinship to Dario and his determination in continuing his fight against the Ashen King's forces for the sake of his forlorn people. In the name of bringing down the Ashen King and performing their most crucial duty, recovering the power of the core crystals, they broke their rule of not intervening in historic affairs and chose to band with Dario and his remaining forces. Meanwhile, Lucio finds himself flung through space and time to the Kingdom of Farm after being sucked into a portal during the battle with the Ashen King's forces. There, he meets the reincarnation of his once fated enemy, Astrius, in the form of a young scholar of history. With the memories of his past life rediscovered, Astrius follows Lucio, and together they return to Ardra. Overshadowed by a disharmony born from their past encounter, the two journey onward in hopes of reuniting with Lucio's fellow warriors. Along the way, they meet the vagabond, Volke, and with the information he shares, they learn that the army of Hourne had fought back from the brink of ruin. And thanks to their counteroffensive, a number of castles and strongholds were freed from the Ashen King's besiegement. Lucio, Astrius, and Volke make for a stronghold while protecting refugees whose homes and livelihoods had been razed to ashes. They reach the end of their perilous journey, and Lucio is finally reunited with the other warriors. But unbeknownst to them, the Ashen Lunacestus had taken to the field with orders from her master, the Ashen King. What are the Ashen King's true intentions? How was he able to take control over the core crystals? And what truths lie behind the masks of the Ashen King and his loyal followers? While these and so many more mysteries are yet unanswered, another storm of crisis and chaos brews in this other Ardra. A few days after Lucio, with Astrius at his side, reunited with Velis.
Even Renan is too stunned to speak. What are we going to do now, Lucio?
How should I know? I mean, I'm sorry. But Lord Velis, you yourself had a similar reaction when I first told you about all this. And so did Jeume and Raph. Everyone, really.
I mean, considering the colorful past you and Astrius have, what else were we supposed to do? I've heard you recounted 3 times already, but it still hasn't sunken in.
Enough. This is a situation that requires decorum. Now then, Lucio. I am sure you have been asked this multiple times before I arrived, but indulge me. This Astrius that stands before us, he definitely possesses the memories of the Astrius that we once fought, correct? The facts speak for themselves, yet it still manages to defy comprehension.
I'm not sure what best explains it. That he has those memories, or that he's just been reincarnated. But either way, yes, that is correct.
I myself don't really understand if such a thing as reincarnation truly exists. But there is no denying that I have memories of fighting against the warriors of the crystals. If you need me to recite the final moments of my past life for the 3rd time, I can oblige.
No, it will not be necessary. I just wanted to confirm. I understand now, or rather, I am doing my best to. So how did the others respond to this Astrius matter?
Oddly by the books, I guess. Starting with Jeume and Perrine.
Very well. If you will fight alongside us, I have no qualms. Assuming your strength is that of an asset and not a burden.
Oh my. What a curious turn of events. Astonishing, really. But I believe it must be fate. I look forward to fighting with you, Asti.
Or something along those lines. Chipper as always.
Lady Satya and Lord Rulgia said.
Oh, okay. I mean, if it's as he says, there's not much we can do about it. I guess a lot happened between all of us. But let's not let that keep us from getting along. We're counting on you, Astrius.
I believe this is our first meeting. My name is Rulgia. Wait. More importantly, how shall I put this? I would never do anything as brazen as to voice an opinion that could possibly undermine that of either of you, Master Lucio and Master Velis. But personally, I would be delighted to have Master Astrius join us. Yes, indeed.
Dare I ask about Raph?
Do you really want to know?
So, you're saying you were reincarnated in another world? And you can remember your previous life? The power of the crystals, humanity, and something else I don't understand combined. A forbidden hybrid! That's like an incredible, flawless backstory that just screams, I'm strong as heck! You're like the real deal. I'm Raph. I hope you'd like to be friends with me.
In a way, she was the most in favor of him joining us.
She was rather peculiar, I must say.
So, back to the big question. Where do you stand on this, Renan?
Naturally, I welcome him. Having listened to all there is to say, I believe that the man before us is not the Astrius we once faced. As such, that would render any further references to our past encounter illogical.
True. I mean, for starters, he's a certified human and not some vision. I'd be lying if I said this hasn't done a number on my head, but... All right. I won't let it cast a shadow over things. Let me start again by thanking you for helping Lucio get back to us. I'd be pleased to have you continue to fight alongside us.
You're welcome. And yes, I will fight. for the sake of rescuing the Kingdom of Farm from the bigger implications of this crisis as well.
And so you can return to living out your days in peace as a scholar as well.
That said, I cannot shake the feeling that our encounter is not a mere coincidence.
Not a coincidence? What do you mean?
That despite being cut off from the will of light, perhaps its influence still reaches us. Even if you getting pulled into the portal opened by the Ashen King into Astrius' world was not by design, the will of light likely intervened while you traversed the dimensional tunnel, even if ever so slightly, and led you to the Kingdom of Farm.
Also that Lucio and Astrius would happen across each other? I see.
Though I would like to believe that the Will of Light did not plan to involve Astrius into our struggle, it is possible it did so upon foreseeing our plight, as pitiful as that may be.
I'm sorry, Astrius. My lack of strength has turned your life upside down.
You've done nothing to apologize for. The true cause of all of our strife is the Ashen King, right? If none of this is a coincidence, and that it is but the workings of destiny, then I have no choice but to accept it. Anyway, instead of dwelling on all that, shouldn't we think about what to do next?
Couldn't agree more. Renan, what's the status of Lord Dario's troops?
No issues to report. Order has been restored to the areas surrounding the retaken strongholds, so I should be returning any moment now. As such, I was able to leave ahead of them to address the matter of Astrius.
You're really coming into your role as the Prince's stand-in strategist, aren't you, Renan?
I refused him once on the grounds that I was not the one for the job, but alas, it would seem he recalled various instances of counsel I provided in the previous battle. Ultimately, his reasoning was compelling, and I could not deny him. There is something about Lord Dario that draws people to him. Virtuous, I would say.
Apologies for the wait. Who might we have here?
Nice to make your acquaintance. Please, call me Lucio.
Astrius.
Lord Lucio and Lord Astrius, I am Dario. Well met, both of you. Now, time is of the essence. We have surveyed the movements of the Ashen King's army.
Hold on a sec. Shouldn't we wait for the others? Your shinobi Shadow Lynx doesn't appear to be here either.
I have left the security of the stronghold in her care.
And I have told others without crucial duties to assist her as she requires. At any rate, we are undermanned. We cannot afford to wait for everyone to be able to gather here.
Seems like things are becoming quite critical.
I'll make up for my absence now that I'm back. I swear it!
My thanks. Then let us begin with this. We were able to determine the deployment of the Ashen King's forces, the fruits of Shadowlings and the others putting their lives on the line for this reconnaissance.
This is utterly uncoordinated. Why would they be spread out like this?
My. At this rate, I'll be out of a job.
That was impertinent of me, wasn't it? My apologies.
No, I welcome your opinion. What do you think could be the intent behind this formation?
One possibility is that they are protecting something. Something they don't want us to take. Be it a thing, or perhaps a place.
But the place the Ashen King's army is stationed does not bear strategic importance.
Oh! Could this be where the core crystals are?
No, I sense that the core crystals themselves are still where they should be, in our cloister. The Ashen King was somehow able to pull the power from the core crystals, as they sat in their rightful places.
I thought I was on to something.
Do not be discouraged. There is nothing wrong with your way of thinking. Let us employ further scrutiny. What is something, or somewhere, that matters not to Lord Dario's forces, but does to those of the Ashen King? If we can ascertain that, we will be ever closer to discovering the Ashen King's motives as well.
The core crystals. Crystals.
Ah, cooking up any ideas over there?
Not really. It just occurred to me that the crystallization phenomenon we've seen all over the land might be related somehow.
Interesting. That might be worthy of deeper consideration.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. We have a situation on our hands.
Lady Perrine! What is it?
Lynx! What happened? How did you get those wounds?
Lord Dario, there is something you must know.
Dario will never know the importance of the place upon which he stands. Your worship, allow me to borrow but a bit of your immense power. I command you in his worship's stead, assail the stronghold before you, and kill all for whom his worship has no use.
I bet you're happy to see Lucio again. Right, Jeume?
I knew he would be fine.
Why do you always have to say stuff like that? Wouldn't it be nice to act a little happier when you feel happy?
This is me being happy.
Oh, really? In that case, moving on to our next unhappy camper. Raph, what's got you down? Oh.
She has been like this for some time now. Perhaps something happened with Mistress Perrine?
Perrine? What do you mean? She blew me off. That's not very good. Lucio made it back in one piece, and my boy Astrius agreed to fight with us. Your... what? Never mind. So, what happened next? It's like things are finally looking up for the first time in forever, so I thought this was my chance. I asked her, all nonchalant-like, did you have anything you wanted to talk about with me?
That seems like quite the direct approach to things.
Then she was all like, oh, I have something to do, but it was super forced. And then she just trotted off somewhere. Isn't that cruel? Like actual cruelty. I'm gonna cry. Oh, don't go crying on us. Still, that is a bit worrisome.
She must be thinking that now is not yet the time to talk with you, I think.
Then when is the time? What hour, minute, second of the day? After the dawn of how many new worlds? Wow, this is really bothering you, huh? You can't even keep up your usual cool act right now.
If only there were something we could do.
Ugh! What's this ringing sound?
Enemy raid, approaching from the south and east in staggering numbers. Everyone, to your stations.
I guess we'll have to pick this up later. Are you okay, Raph? Hey, I'm not that immature. I'm just super frustrated. So, if I go a little overboard and start blowing everything apart, someone stop me, alright?
I'll defend the southern front. Join me, Satya.
Roger that!
Then I will take the east. Where is our messenger?
Someone is gonna stop me, right?
Right, yes. Yes.
All clear over here. What about you guys?
We have just finished off the last of them. Well, it was mostly Mistress Raph.
What is it, Rulgia? Are you injured?
No, nothing like that.
Rulgia, nice assist.
I am happy to help.
So much for being all glum. You're on fire today. Yeah, I guess I am. There's something about my magic. It feels sharp again.
Likewise. My body feels light compared to when we got here.
Even though we are still severed from the magic of the core crystals, yes. I assume that we have adjusted to our current environment and are now absorbing magic from the atmosphere and Earth with greater efficiency.
Maybe, yeah. By the way, anyone seen Shadowlings?
Lady Shadowlings, we seem to have managed to drive back the enemy forces. We shall now attend to the wounded.
Very well. See to it.
My lady.
Something is off. That assault was too conspicuous. At first glance, it was quite the aggressive assault, yet it didn't feel like they were trying to follow through. Could it be that it was some manner of diversion? But if so, what is their true goal? Could it be Lord Dario?
They've done well to make it this far, but their time has run out. The moment they begin to bathe in their premature victory, that will be our chance. Nothing has changed. This so-called impenetrable stronghold still has its singular blind spot. Time to finish this.
Finish what, exactly? That garb. You must be one of the Ashen King's underlings. That attack on the stronghold earlier was an obvious diversion, meaning your true aim was to infiltrate through what you think to be a blind spot. I figured that I need only lie in wait, and sure enough, here you are. You intend to sneak into the stronghold and claim Lord Dario's life, but you will do so only over my dead body.
Lynx.
So you know my name, but I'm fairly certain we have never met.
I was aware that Dario kept a shinobi in his midst, which makes you Shadowlings, does it not?
Even if I say yes, what would you do with that information? Take your leave? Unfortunately, it is I who hasn't the slightest intention of letting this end peacefully. Surround her!
Hourne Shinobi. So some of you still draw breath.
You think us craven? This is simply the Shinobi's way of battle. Accept your end!
You cannot see that you are outmatched. How foolish. The Shinobi of Hourne have fallen just as much as the kingdom they serve.
You monster!
Within my fists dwells the power of the core crystals, bestowed upon me by his worship. You never stood a chance to begin with. If you have reached that realization yourself, then stand down. Do as you're told, and your life may still be yours for a little while yet.
Do not speak down to me!
You desperately twisted your way out of a direct blow to your vitals. I would be impressed if I didn't pity you for prolonging your own suffering. A clean death would have put you out of your misery. How can this be? Not once, but twice. Even so, it ends here. Die!
It's not over yet! Such overwhelming strength. I don't stand a chance. But despite that, I can read her attacks. I can see the projection of her strikes. It's clear to my eyes. But how? I recognize those techniques. Those movements, and that stance, there's no doubt about it. Is it really you?
Your tongue is too loose. I shall stop it along with your heart. The warrior of the water crystal?
Lady Perrine, what are you doing here?
It was quite cold of me to leave Raffi and the others like that. But I'm glad I did, because it looks like I made it just in time. I was just thinking about you, you see. Little Miss Retainer to the Ashen King.
Your presence here changes nothing. I will send you both to the afterlife.
I think you're mistaken. I won't accept defeat, especially not now. I'll take you down, and do whatever it takes to get the answers I seek.
What drivel! She didn't keep up with my strikes.
Perrine's over here! I can sense her! Perrine! You're close by, right? Say something!
Raffi?
Oh, phooey! Stop right there!
I will be back for you! I swear it!
Lady Perrine!
Lynxie, hold it together!
Please, take me to Lord Dario.
Don't speak! There's a bone sticking into your lung!
I'll be fine. Just hurry.
Oh, Velis was with Dari, if I remember correctly. All right, just don't move, okay?
The enemy has infiltrated the stronghold. They mean to take Your Highness's life.
Enough, Lynx. I understand. You needn't speak further.
You must relocate us at once.
Lynx!
Uh-oh. She's fainted.
Quickly, Velis! Heal her!
I'm working on it.
Lord Velis, how is she?
Her life isn't in any danger. Perrine is seeing to her care now. Her wounds are completely healed, but she must have pushed both mind and body to hell and back. What comes next depends on her, but I doubt she'll wake for some time yet.
I see. Regardless, I'm thankful her life is still hers to keep.
Lord Dario, I understand how you must be feeling, but we haven't a moment to lose. We must decide how to proceed.
Indeed. Please, have the others join us here. I believe I might have an idea.
Leave the stronghold? After all the work we did to get it back?
We will fare just fine, but what will become of the refugees?
Of course, I have no intention of abandoning the stronghold completely. I shall leave enough troops behind to safeguard it. I intend to let the people use the stronghold as they see fit.
So we're just moving our main base.
If you know that you're being targeted, staying within the stronghold would be safest. Why take the risk of leaving?
If there is a chance that the enemy seeks to claim my life, then there is no guarantee innocents will not be harmed in their attempt to claim their prize. Avoiding such a turn of events is my main reason for wanting to leave.
But departing the stronghold with the majority of our forces would surely serve only to entice the Ashen King's army into an all-out offensive, would it not?
It goes without saying that we must remain extremely vigilant if we see any indication that they intend such a thing. Then we will immediately turn back and attack them from behind, which would in the least allow us to deal a fair blow to them.
Were it up to me, I would bring a hammer down upon their main army while their numbers are thin rather than turn back, but I know you would not choose such a plan.
You understand me well, Lord Renan. I almost wish that I could truly catch lightning in a bottle and have you serve as my strategist officially, rather than just for the time being.
That might have shocking consequences.
My apologies. I thought we could use a quick jest. That aside, I have another reason for wanting to act from outside the stronghold.
Another reason, huh? Well, we would certainly love to hear it.
I would like to see where the Ashen King's army is stationed with my own eyes.
Hold on there. Not to pull a Renan on everyone, but I'm not sure I approve.
If it is for reconnaissance, would it not suffice for another to undertake the task?
Shadowlings would have been the one to ask if she were in good health. She is in no state to do so now. As such, I believe the safest possible plan is to send out our best, present company included, to ascertain the full scope of the Ashen King's army and what they hope to achieve.
I suppose knowing their true aim would allow us to prepare our next move the most efficiently.
So, we've definitely decided on leaving here, right? I'm a little bummed.
Why would that be?
I can't really come up with an answer when you put the question to me. I guess it just feels oddly comfortable here somehow.
Is that so? My apologies. I've only just rejoined you all, so I haven't had much time to settle in.
You know that's nothing you should be apologizing for, right? Jeez, you're so proper.
So, when do we depart?
Once our preparations are taken care of. I would say as early as on the morrow. Though I will consider any reasons for a later departure.
I wanted to take a look at the soil of this area, that's all. Scholarly habits die hard, I'm afraid. I am well aware that now is not the time.
No, it is no problem at all. Why not dedicate the night to your investigations?
Are you sure?
Of course. I believe that looking into the source of the crystallization is of great import as well. Let us assign a few men to aid you. I would like you to continue your investigations at our future destinations as well.
That would be a great help. Then, sorry for the rush, but I'd like to go as soon as we can.
Oh, in that case, might I lend a hand? I would like to help you, if that's okay.
Do as you wish.
I shall help as well.
Huh? You, Lady Jeume?
What? Do you object? Or are you trying to say I am only good for swinging a sword?
No, I never said that.
If you want to come, then come. Just be quick about it. We haven't much time as it is.
My apologies. Let's get going.
Did Jeume just finesse her way out of a boring strategy meeting?
Mistress Raff, did the same notion not cross your mind as well?
You, of all people, doing the whole I know what you're up to routine is the last thing I was expecting today.
I choose to be obtrusive because I understand there is perhaps something that weighs on you at this time. Mistress Raff, before we depart, I believe it best to speak with Mistress Perrine once more. I can let you know about any matters regarding our strategy if you would prefer not to attend the meeting, after all.
That's nice of you to offer. Thanks. I appreciate the sentiment. For some reason, I feel like I need a little more time before I talk to her again.
So, Dario has left the stronghold with the warriors of the crystals in tow. If we give chase now, we could catch them before they are lost to the winds.
Do not pursue them. Return at once.
Shimmerlance, were you not instructed to remain with his worship?
Actually, I come bearing orders from his worship. But you know that, don't you? Displeased? Well, while we're at it, I have word from Lady Strategist as well. Do not forget why we began all of this in the first place.
In short, it would serve us well if we could remove them without expending his worship's power unnecessarily. If Dario is dealt with, then control of the troops will collapse. And I shall say something bold. You needn't insist on his death. I understand that your loyalty to his worship is incomparable to my own. And thus I implore you, please understand. Why must the things you say twist and turn around your intent? Do you think it a kindness? I will obey his worship's orders.
Please do. It's either that or I take you back by force. And I have no idea how I'd go about doing that.
You have returned. I failed to remove Dario from the board. This failure is mine, and mine alone. I will accept whatever punishment your worship deems fit. There shall be no punishment. If anything, it is I who owes you an apology. I do not understand. I should have known that there was a possibility of you two crossing paths if I sent you. The fault lies with me, and my inability to foresee such an inevitability. I did not intend for you to have to do battle with Shadow Lynx. Forgive me. I should have handled Dario myself before it reached this point. It is my responsibility, after all. Although, I suppose I was not capable before. Your worship? His worship truly has not changed at all since then. He still believes that he must be the one to dirty his hands before ordering others to do so. If it must be that way, then I shall do everything in my power to protect him. In any case, our aim has been realized, the results of which are all that matter. Come, strategist. Yes, your worship. The preparations are complete across each of the lands, yes. Indeed, all went smoothly. The bait has been laid. They will do not more than wallow in their trivial ruminations as they go from one place to the next. It is a shame that we cannot revel in the absurdity of it all. Duly noted. But spend no more time on these obfuscations. Of course. Please excuse the passion I have for my craft. What is the state of Rundal and Wazette? Nothing worth fretting over. Both the King of the Stags and the Silver-Maned Princess are all but broken. I pray your worship will be able to get a measure of rest while making for our true destination. Rest, you say? No need for such concern. That said, it will take some time yet before the Will of Light's central cloister is breached, and that limitless magic becomes my own. For now, this test of endurance against the will is entertaining in its own right. See that we are ready, but do not feel haste is imperative. As you command, your worship. You are to remain with me, Lunacestus. Understood? Yes, your worship. Shimmerlance, for the sake of contingency, keep eyes on Rundal and Wazette.
Very well. But is such preparedness really necessary?
I suppose not. Then consider it a break, and spend your time however it so pleases you, so that you may have no lingering regrets, provided, of course, that when I give my summons, you will come to me, no matter what.
I have cast away such regrets.
In the least, consider it as my apology for your sister. Do we understand each other?
Yes.
Your worship.
That is all. Return to your duties.
We have received word from a messenger that a battalion of the Ashen King's army has been discovered just ahead. The size information of which is not yet known, however.
Our information lacks precision without shadow links, I see. I know there is not for it, but alas. That aside, deploying a force to a place like this is quite odd. I cannot imagine that it is for strategic reasons.
But even so, I suppose we can't just overlook it and continue on, can we?
If the location offers no strategic merit, militarily speaking, it would be best to assume there is another reason for their presence. It was also my understanding that you will allow me to inspect the area. Is that still the case?
Just so. But to do that, we will need to do away with that battalion, even if only for a time.
I want the forces of Hourne to remain in optimal condition. It would be best if we dealt with this ourselves.
In that case, I will take the front. Is that okay?
It's all yours. It's refreshing to see a youngster take initiative like that. Yes, sirree.
Velis, is it just me, or is your old man shtick becoming less and less of a joke?
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Even I've been making a decent effort to keep myself in line these days, you know?
What have I become?
And what's worse is that you didn't notice it until I pointed it out. What I mean is, even if it's just an act or you're just messing around, you're turning into a geezer for real.
All right, I'm right with you, Lucio. Let's wrap this up so the investigation can begin.
Sure.
That kind of thing is exactly what I mean. Ugh, poor Grandpa Velis.
I'll go too. We need as much time as possible, so another blade in the fray should help speed things up.
What? You're going too? Then so am I. I gotta take this opportunity to study the real deal. You know, get a good look at how you roll. Who and what is she talking about?
One cannot help but wonder what line she is keeping herself in.
That seems to be the last of them. Now I can get to work.
So the real deal doesn't really do chit-chat. Got it. Got it. It's so weird to see her be all serious like that.
Well, what did you find?
For starters, I now know that the crystallization phenomenon is progressing here as well. This might be stating the obvious, but the fact that it's progressed considerably in this area alone is curious. But there's something else that I've noticed. The amount of magic being emitted from these crystals is staggering.
What do you think that could mean?
One possibility is that these crystals function as a supply point for the Vision soldiers.
Interesting. That does seem plausible.
Meaning, a steady supply of magic is needed for the Vision soldiers to maintain their form in this world. Much like how human soldiers require food and drink.
Hang on a sec. Something doesn't add up here. Think about it. Look at just how many visions the Ashen King has summoned with the power of the core crystals.
With such power, surely he would have no trouble fueling the visions with an endless supply of magic as well.
If so, does that not give credit to my earlier theory?
Are you referring to your reasoning as to why the Will of Light's influence has not yet been completely lost to us?
Indeed. The Ashen King may possess most of the core crystal's magic, but he is not yet their master.
That makes sense. It's not like we can just tap into all the magic the core crystals have to offer. Like, sometimes I run out of juice after I put on a show with my powers and... I mean, I totally would if I were to do something like that.
So the Ashen King is gathering magic from the land here and the other affected areas as well.
I don't believe that's all there is to it, but it seems to be one aspect of what's happening, yes.
The Vision Soldiers were here, after all.
This infertile, parched land has become one of death for man and animal alike. But for those that are sustained purely on magic, these conditions must be favorable.
After you put it like that, I feel pretty dirty saying this, but if they use this as a supply base for their magic, what's stopping us from doing the same? What do you think, Perrine?
Right! You have a point. That's a very good idea.
Maybe you should replenish your magic as well, Astrius.
Do I need to? I thought I was faring well enough.
Damn, hybrids are built different.
If replenishing your magic would serve us well, then perhaps we should dedicate a little time to excavating some crystals.
While we're there, we might as well gather up some used-up empty crystals, too. Unlike us, you need something to safely release your excess magic into, don't you, Lord Dario? And no need to sweat the details. I'd be happy to help with it.
Lord Velis, that is very considerate. Thank you.
The crystallization phenomenon, their magic supply, and the gathering of magic as well. I feel like we should be able to make something of all this information.
This is the only area we've properly assessed, so I would avoid drawing any conclusions just yet. I'm sure if we survey more areas, we can come to a more accurate deduction.
Very well. Then let us proceed once everyone's magic has been replenished.
As I suspected, it's the same here. The crystallization grows noticeably worse, and magic is present in greater quantities. What should we do? Replenish our magic again?
Please do so, warriors of the crystals. My apologies, but there is something I must attend to, if you will excuse me.
Dari doesn't look so well.
I'll go take a look at him. Can I borrow you as well, Renan?
Very well.
How's that? Feeling a little better?
Sorry for the trouble. Your help is most appreciated.
I do not like to deal in assumptions, but I believe I understand what is troubling you. It is the refugees, yes?
Indeed. I am aware that now is not the time, but it gnaws at me.
More and more of them seem to have shown up from all over while we've been on the move as well.
To think that we reclaim castles and strongholds to enable us as an army to act unrestricted. With so many souls wandering about like this, it is as if we're back where we started. I have allowed their escort to the strongholds with as many troops as I can afford, but...
As it stands, our military capabilities may prove insufficient when we need strength most, should they continue escorting refugees.
I know that. Truly, I do. I cannot abandon my people. Many of the people see my sister. They see Ma Cherie when they look at me. I must be the monolith that she was. At least, as long as I still draw breath.
I know that saying this won't magically ease your troubled mind, but you shouldn't torment yourself like that.
If only it were so easy. As you know, I am not long for this world. Is that not so, Lord Velis?
Lord Dario. So you can feel it.
I live in this body, after all. Please, just give me the honest truth. How much longer do I have left?
Even I can't tell you precisely, but you don't have long. My treatment is reaching the limits of what it can do for you. I'm sorry.
You need not apologize. If I had not met you and the others, I would have met my end far more prematurely. I have nothing but appreciation for you all. Truly. But it is precisely because I am still alive that I would like to fulfill my duties as much as I am able.
Your resolve is not lost on us, Lord Dario. Let us plan our next move, then. Hearing what you've just said, I do not think further surveying alone will suffice.
Speaking of, I wonder how our star researcher Astrius sees our situation.
He stays up late each night, poring over maps of old and his own records. He is a scholar, through and through. One can only hope to emulate his inquisitive disposition. There is clearly no room for doubt at this point.
That he isn't the Astrius we fought back then?
Indeed, and nor is he Vardia either, for that matter.
You knew that was bothering me too, huh? Sorry to add to your plate like that.
It seems I have developed a case of uncharacteristic empathy in times of late.
I am certain that Lord Astrius will reach a conclusion with his findings in short time. Until then, I will just place my faith in him and wait.
Are you okay with that? Waiting, I mean.
At the very least, it is undeniable that Lord Astrius is doing his best for the sake of Ardra. And even if the results of his efforts bring us no closer to defeating the Ashen King, perhaps they will serve to bring hope to the people of Ardra after I am gone.
Lord Dario.
Now then, I suppose we have spent enough time conversing. Let us set out once we have accounted for the new refugees that we have found. I have already come to understand the movements of the Ashen King's battalion. If we eliminate them, it might come as a small relief to the people.
The course they've taken thus far, as well as where they're stationed, and the progression of the crystallization of the land. And if I refer to this topographical map, just as I thought, they all overlap. So that's what it means. But wait, if I'm right about this, then this is really bad.
Where would you like me to put these documents you've been examining, Astrius?
Lucio!
Ah! What would make you suddenly shout like that?
Get everyone together, quickly! Hurry! It may already be too late!
Too late?
What's going on? Does having all of us gather like this mean something's about to go down?
Am I the only one with the sneaking suspicion that something unfavorable is on the horizon?
In any case, let us hear what Lord Astrius has to say.
Let me start with the conclusion. We need to get the troops back to the stronghold, and fast!
Understood. I trust you can provide a satisfactory reason for doing so?
I suppose that's fair. Then let me begin by asking, what features did all the areas we surveyed until this point share?
The crystallization of the land was progressing in each area.
Correct. But that's not all.
There was a considerable amount of magic emitted from them, and that was kind of helpful for us, I guess.
Correct again. But there's another place that shares the same characteristic.
Where? Stop with the pretension and get to the point.
Can you not tell? It's the stronghold that had been our base, or more precisely, that whole area. Rat herself said that she felt oddly comfortable there.
I guess I did say something like that.
Search your memories. Does nothing else like that come to mind?
Something that comes to mind. Oh, that's right!
So much for being all glum! You're on fire today!
Yeah, I guess I am. There's something about my magic. It feels sharp again.
Likewise, my body feels light compared to when we got here.
Now that you mention it, there was something when I fought the Ashen King's little helper, too.
Shouldn't keep up with my strikes.
It was like I could just fight without worrying about my magic.
So, what does this all mean?
Well, the areas surrounding the stronghold had yet to be struck by crystallization. But much like the areas we surveyed, it is quite likely that the amount of magic emitted there is unusually high.
Wait, so that means you want to get the troops back there because...
Whatever the Ashen King is after, it must be near the stronghold.
However, I doubt that is the case simply because there was a lot of magic emitted in the area.
I have another reason for believing so. In the Kingdom of Farm, where I'm from, there was magic, of course. But I suspect that the academic research there was a bit more advanced than here in Ardra. My focus was history, so I only have rudimentary knowledge from my time at the Scholasticate. But what I do know is that places that naturally emit a lot of magical energy have some commonalities. This conversation will go on far too long if I elaborate, but for example, how do mountain ranges or big lakes come to be? Why do volcanoes erupt? Through research, we've gradually come to understand these things, and why they have something in common.
So all the places we investigated shared a certain quality. And the area of that stronghold shares it as well, you mean?
In my opinion as a scholar, the vicinity of the stronghold is a wide basin, meaning that there was a volcano there in ancient times. It is reasonable to assume that unimaginable amounts of magic are stored deep within the earth as well.
Do you believe the Ashen King is after that underground reservoir of magic?
This is just conjecture, but I think his movements across the land were so that he could amplify the magic at key locations. The result of which is the rapid progression of the crystallization we saw in the areas we surveyed.
So there was no crystallization around the stronghold because the Ashen King hadn't meddled there yet.
With the elite troops of Hourne defending it to the last, and our subsequent retaking of it, one could surmise he merely missed his chance.
Meaning that to continue his meddling, he would have needed to take us out and reclaim the stronghold for himself. But
If he were to do so, he might not walk away unscathed. Think about it. If Astrius's theory is correct, we can replenish our magic as we fight, so long as we're at the stronghold. Even if it would not be the same as a link to the core crystals, we would still be formidable.
Then, if he were to choose the least perilous approach,
Getting us to leave this stronghold would be best.
Then that would mean he succeeded in luring us out!
Lord Dario,
Reverse the course of the whole army! To the stronghold at once! The refugees' lives are at stake!
It would appear that those rats have had their fill of the bait I set and are returning. They went to 4 of the veins, I surmise. Even if they realized your worship's true intent, I doubt they could make it in time from such a distance.
Control yourself, Lunacestus. This was the best way. You have more than fulfilled your duty. Fetch Shimmerlance. He has had enough time.
Yes, your worship. Dario has left a garrison at each stronghold. And if we are to count the soldiers who have since returned with the refugees, their fighting capability is moderate. If your worship wishes to preserve his power, perchance I should ask for their surrender?
They will lend no ear to it. Supposing that Dario by some chance orders his men to surrender, they would not abandon their honor in the face of the refugees they fight to protect. That is just the kind of soldiers they are. A lamentably foolish bunch. Just as I once was.
I understand, your worship. Then please give the command.
Take the stronghold. Clear all who impede my path.
I will see it done.
We're back! The battle has already begun. I don't think our reinforcements will make it in time.
As I expected, they have not surrendered. If I had only given them stricter orders.
No time for regrets now. Pull it together, Commander.
Renan, any tactics up your sleeve that might save everyone?
using some outlandish strategy to turn the tides of battle makes for a good fable, but alas, in reality, it will not be so easy. We have no option here but to attack them head on. Rather than aiding the stronghold directly, let us change course and drive a wedge into the flank of the Ashen King's main force.
I thought of that as well, but without knowing the Ashen King's whereabouts...
I would not fret over that in this case. He will be in the force closest to the stronghold. The Ashen King achieved his first goal the moment we were pulled away. As such, he should have no need for any further subterfuge.
Ignoring the small fry and going straight for the main target. I guess we aren't that different after all.
Lord Dario, we should pair our mounted troops with those who can wield supportive magic to form an agile, mobile unit.
Agreed. I will take command personally and clear a path straight to the Ashen King. Warriors of the Crystals, that will be your time to strike.
An army led by Dario makes to flank us, your worship. The warriors of the Crystals are with him.
So, they chose to split from the lead-footed. A standard tactic. But the speed in which they made the decision is indeed commendable. However, dividing their numbers shall not serve them well. Separate our rear guard and intercept them. The main force will continue its advance.
If I may, Your Worship. With all due respect, the enemy is approaching too quickly. A desperate assault unwavering in the face of casualties or broken morale. This strategy, it is much the same as when Princess Marjorie fought her way into Your Worship's presence.
Like sister, like brother. They cannot go against their Hourne lineage. This, too, is fate. In that case, allow him to pass. I will grant him an audience.
Your Worship, surely this is an unnecessary overindulgence.
I care not. He deserves to hear of his sister's valiant demise from the one who witnessed it. That said, I shall let nothing stop me. If Dario cannot reach the heights at which my ideals stand, then that is simply the measure of his worth.
I saw him! I'd recognize that "hey, look at me, I'm a villain" mask anywhere!
After what he did to Farm!
And to my sister. Ashen King, do you hear me? My name is Dario Hourne, the brother of Marjorie Hourne, who died a noble death by your hand.
Dario Hourne, Prince of a pathetic fallen kingdom. You have done well to stand before me. Your sister fought well. I give my ungrudged praise to her bravery, skill, and determination. But alas, even the most steeled of determinations is meaningless when it results in death, just as it will be for yours. You cannot hope to defeat me, yet still you would attempt to fell me and avenge your sister.
I wish to speak with you in my sister's place.
Speak with me.
My sister possessed the qualities of a commander far greater than I. I could never hope to achieve something that she could not. So, I will face you in my own manner.
Absurd. Will that entail you pledging yourself to me in servitude?
No. What I want is a negotiation as equals, to appeal to your sense of pride. Allow me to first express what I desire. I do not want civilians wrapped up in this battle. The great majority of the people within the stronghold are innocent, having fled from the ravages of war. I want nothing more than for them to be saved. Ashen King, what is it that you desire? Is it something that can be obtained only through war? Is there nothing we can do to reach an understanding?
What the? We've come all this way and now he's talking about negotiations? Did anyone know about this?
No, I for one had not been informed.
What could he be thinking?
Negotiation, you say? Yes, it is just as you say. What could possibly be gained from war? War brings the lands, the people, to ruin, breeding naught but endless despair. Yes, to talk, to communicate, to listen and share in understanding. Precisely. Humans are capable of such. We have the words, the hearts to do so. was supposed to have been capable of that.
Vision soldiers? Such a number could mean trouble.
This guy, his words and actions don't add up at all.
I thank you, Dario, for providing me with this stark reminder.
What?
Of why I returned to this land, and why I chose to begin anew from it.
Return. So that really is it. How can this be? What am I to do? Please, tell me.
I returned to this land to erase my abhorrent memories and my former weak self, and to be truly reborn from the ashes of everything's destruction!
Precisely, your worship. Now, if you would come with me, that which shall guide us to our desires lies all but within reach.
Wait! Ashen King! What do you plan to do? Stay strong, Lord Dario!
Whether we want to fight the Ashen King or continue speaking with him, we'll have to cut through them first.
Oh, crap! The Ashen King is almost to the stronghold! Wait! Perrine!
Go with her, Lady Raph! Everyone, go! I will hold them off!
But we can't leave you to fend for yourself, Lord Dario!
I will protect him. Now go!
Lynx!
Lord Dario, please forgive my previous shameful failings. I shall make amends by fighting alongside you now.
Let's go, Lucio. You too, Raph. We cannot let this opportunity escape us.
Okay.
All right.
Lord Renan, Lord Velis, I must apologize. It seems my words fell upon ears that would not listen. I stand no chance of stopping the Ashen King. I trust you will see it through in my stead.
No giving up quite yet. We just need to drag him back here and... problem solved.
Until then, you must refrain from anything excessive. You cannot abandon hope, nor that for your future.
I shall not. I promise. So hurry.
Get moving! There's no time!
Very well. Let us take action, Satya. You too, Astrius.
Shadowlynx, I don't know what I should say, but I hope you make it through this.
Me too. Especially after everything you've been through to make it this far. Life is precious.
All right then. Let us meet again once this is over.
I shall obliterate this evil! Ha! Now's our chance!
Here it is, your worship. The last vein. The interference of the warrior of the crystals and Dario's futile resistance. A few elements were the cause of certain detours, but ultimately, everything is as your worship willed it. If your worship pours the magic taken from the core crystals into this vein, it will usher in the first cries of rebirth. Your worship?
Shimmerlance has yet to return.
Forgive me, your worship. Your worship's will is known to Lord Shimmerlance via the weapon you bestowed upon him. Regardless of what may occur from this point forward, there is no need for concern. I promise that upon his return, I shall personally see to it that he is disposed of.
Do not hasten to conclusions, and do not fault him for his actions. Shimmerlance knows that his actions can do naught to upturn the fate that is in motion.
I wish to say this with the humblest of motives, but please allow me a suggestion. Rather than dwell on Shimmerlance's deviance, please think about the future your worship will craft.
The future I will craft, you say?
Allow me to speak as well, your worship. Your worship's suffering, grief, and wrath. Long have I been witness to it firsthand, which is why I say this now. It will be okay, your worship. If nothing else, please believe in this. No matter what your cause may demand of you, I will always be by your worship's side. Your worship, may you accomplish great things with pride. You are our hope. While we may be a minuscule kingdom of only 4, I hope to see its growth, to become your wings as your worship soars to great heights.
The two of you, and your devotion, has always gotten me through, ever since that fated day.
Now, your worship, place your hand. At long last, the time has come! Reach godhood, your worship!
Wait! Ashen King! I have no idea what you're trying to do, but I'll use my pure darkness to smother those ambitions!
How tactless you are to interrupt such a joyous occasion, Lady Lunacestus. I know. I will not allow anyone to impede his worship. It seems I must join the fray this time. Please, excuse me, your worship.
I would ask you to move, but I imagine you won't listen.
Of course not. I live to serve as his worship's shield. And I shall have my vengeance for our earlier encounter!
Sorry, but people's lives are at stake. We're going through whether you like it or not.
There shall be no greater honor than crossing blades with the most veteran of the warriors of the crystals. I will give this battle my all as his worship's devoted retainer!
It's just like Astrius said. As long as we're here, this fight is ours.
I beg to differ. I see. So you had the thought to absorb magic from this vein as you wage battle. But unfortunately for you, it seems that will not be enough.
Perhaps this shall change your mind.
It is futile. No matter how much magic you draw from this land, it is nothing compared to the power bestowed upon me by his...
Now's your chance! Lucio, Jeume, Astrius, go!
That was your plan all along? Such insolence!
It would seem you lost yourself in all that power. Taking advantage of numbers is one of the basics of battle. I won't let you set 1 foot away from here!
Damn you! Quickly, your worship!
You learned nothing from our previous encounter, and now stand before me once again, warriors of the crystals!
We'll impede you as many times as it takes. Our duty is to protect the harmony and stability of the world!
Return the power of the core crystals. Such power is not meant to be used to further selfish ambitions.
The harmony and stability of the world. Such words reveal your vanity. Why would such a privilege be bestowed upon only those whom are chosen by the will of light? Why are you the only ones capable of fulfilling such a duty? How do you prove you are worthy?
What is it you wish to say?
It is simple. What reason is there that I cannot do the same thing you and yours do?
What? You mean to protect harmony and stability in our place?
Indeed. That is my wish. To rid the world of senseless war and struggle, and to create a world where all may live in peace. Not just to Ardra. I would bring peace and harmony to all the worlds connected to what you call the Far Plane. That is what I now understand to be the lofty duty I must bear. And thus I took action.
You're contradicting yourself. Tell me, how exactly would you define what it is you're doing? As you speak of taking away greater conflict, you take away the lives of those in Ardra and Farm.
It is all a part of the process. The pains of bringing the best possible end into the world. The filth and mold that clung to mankind, to the world, for so long. I will burn it all away and give life to a new world from the purified ashes. That is why I took the name Ashen King. The world we desire is one and the same.
How could you possibly believe that? To create your ideal world, you wipe out the lives of those already here! Such a thing could never be forgiven!
You mock us, saying our duty is vanity, yet you are no different. You intend to become a god, even?
Yes. I aim to reach godhood. To do what mankind and the warriors of the crystals cannot. Even the will of light has proven incapable. I will surpass it! Only by becoming a god can I save this world and all others!
What is this tremendous magical energy gathering beneath the Ashen King?
The magic he used for the Vision Soldiers is returning to him.
But that can wait until I have delivered you your demise! Come forth!
What are they? They're unlike any of the Vision Soldiers we've been facing!
The magic they hold is unimaginable. Be on your guard, you two.
This is the form of a fool who once trampled over Ardra for his own selfish desire. At the very least, perhaps serving as my pawn will cleanse him of some of his sins.
Lord Dario, look! The Vision Soldiers are vanishing. Does this mean the warriors of the crystals felled the Ashen King?
No, I do not believe so. They must be facing him as we speak. I suspect he has severed his magic used for the Vision Soldiers so that he may wield it himself.
Lord Dario! What? The Ashen King is interfering with my magic as well. Please, stay strong, Lord Dario. The Ashen King, his power. He is no longer human. Who or what is he? Lord Dario, I am sorry to bring it up at a time like this, but please listen. When I fought the Ashen King's underling, I realized something.
Realized what, exactly?
The Ashen King's true identity.
Lucio, Astrius, are you ready?
If we don't defeat him, Farm will eventually be struck by calamity once more. I refuse to let him take my dreams from me!
I won't allow it. There is no place for an ideal world attained by crushing innocent lives under one's boot. Ashen King, your ambitions end here.
Now! This is our chance to finish him!
Lucio, with me!
Pitiful.
They're even stronger than the last ones.
Astrius! Lady Jeume!
Forget about us. Just get the Ashen King, Lucio!
But...
Just go!
This reckless abandon you foolishly employ is a delusion that guides your blade. Do you not understand the overwhelming difference between us? Those who cannot even defeat my visions have no business facing me.
Wait, this can't be.
Lucio, run!
Lady Jeume! Ah! It's no use. There's no winning this. I can't do this alone. The others, are they still? No, I can't think like that. I have to pull it together.
The only thing we can rely on now is our own powers. But that changes nothing. The Warriors of the Crystals do not deal in failure.
Right. It's up to me. I will protect them. Right now, I'm the only one who can. Come on, remember what Lady Jeume taught you. Those lessons, her training.
What is this?
I don't care whether or not these memories are mine or even from my past life. The only thing that really matters is the present and the lives that live in it. I beg you, I need the power to protect this child, to save all of these people. The power to protect the people that believe in my dream, and the people whose dreams I believe in. I want to protect them, to save them. I know you're inside me listening. So lend me your power. Answer my call. Astrius!
Astrius placed his faith in me. Despite all that happened, both Astriuses chose to fight for the people most important to them. The same goes for me. If I didn't fight now to do the same, how can I call myself a warrior of the crystals?
This magic! You conjure it not from the core crystals, but a place deep within yourself? Not only that, but all the while drawing upon the magic of the vein? Such impertinence!
I will fulfill my duty, no matter what foe I'm up against! I am Lucio! I fight to ensure the safety of all worlds! I am the warrior of the Light Crystal!
To take such a form! It would seem I underestimated you. But it matters not. Do what you will. My supremacy is unshakable. Dispose of him!
This is it for you, Ashen King!
Curse you!
Out of my way! You won't stop me from doing what's right! You're the last one left standing, Ashen King!
Do not push your luck!
The Ashen King's true identity.
What did you just say?
I believe the Ashen King is actually the one said to have fled Leonis, only to be slain by his father King Elda and his brother Prince Stern.
Preposterous! It cannot be!
Mond? It can't be. How could it be you? This can't be real. Mond! How could you? Why would you?
That face! I knew it! Oh no.
Your worship! Lord Mont!
What is it? Am I so unsightly? Or perhaps you see the vengeful spirits of those whose lives I have taken, standing in my shadow.
I don't believe it. I can't. There's no way you could be the Ashen King. This must be some kind of mistake. You're my...
I am your what?
Lucio! Lucio!
What is he doing? He's going to get himself killed!
I can't fight you. How could I? I wish you luck. Not as a warrior of the crystals, but as your friend. Now, I must take my leave as well. My own mission calls.
Farewell, my friend. May we meet again.
How could I turn my blade towards a friend? How has it come to this?
Then victory is mine. These accursed lands of Ardra. It is time they felt the endless power of the core crystals. And then...
What's happening?
all hatred and all despair shall be consigned to crystal and shattered!
Oh, this is it! His worship! The magnificent Ashen King! The conqueror of hope! His worship! Mont! Finally! His worship has taken his first steps towards seeing his aspirations realized! I am overjoyed! I will join you now, your worship.
Now! In this moment, Ardra has met its fate! All shall turn to crystal, shatter, and be swallowed by the sea! There is no way to stop it now! This is the sacred rite of my transition into godhood! True rebirth is only possible through destruction! This is the beginning! You speak as if you were once a friend of mine, warrior of the crystals.
Mont!
No one may refer to me by that name other than my subjects. Nay, my family. I grow weary of looking at you. Get out of my sight!
Lucio! Come on! Wake up!
Lucio, do not be misled. That is not him. He is not the person you know. Only a stranger with the same face.
Stranger?
This continent will collapse at my hand, and eventually the entire planet itself shall follow into shattered ruin! It will surely be a beautiful sight to behold. One that you could easily be there to witness with your own eyes.
What did you say?
But I suppose it would be cruel of me to leave you all alive that long.
What? What are you laughing at? What could you possibly find so amusing? Beautiful? To extinguish the life of the very planet itself? That's beautiful to you? There is no way that could be true. She was right. You're not him. You couldn't possibly be Mont. You are not my dear, irreplaceable friend. So, stop laughing, Ashen King!
What?
Stop laughing while wearing the face of my friend! You have no right!
Lucio, he's taken that form again.
How?
You get out of my sight! Get lost! And never come back!
It is you who shall be lost to obscurity! Without the aid of the core crystals, you all are powerless to stop me!
This is getting out of control! What the heck is going on? No! No, no, no! Don't die! Don't die! No! Wait! Wait! Perrine! You came to help me!
I did. For now, let's just do what we can.
Lynx, worry not about me. Just leave me and go.
What are you saying? I would rather die than leave you behind. How could I ever apologize to Lady Macherie if I did such a thing? Lord Dario! Lord Dario! Damn it. Damn it all!
Lord Dario, are you all right?
Lord Renan. On your feet, Lady Shadow Lynx. Without you, who will protect Lord Dario?
You are right, and for that, I am in your debt. I shall endure.
Do not worry about us. Just help the people. However you...
This way's no good. Where do we have them go?
There's nowhere left to go! Damn it! No!
Ashen King!
Stop struggling, you wretch!
Lucio, I'm coming for you! The continent, the entire continent of Ardra is sinking!
Yes! Fall! Fall! Fall apart and crumble! My horrid memories! And my foolish, irredeemable past! Let it all be swallowed by the depths!
Stop laughing!
So you stole away magic from the others! But it seems your memory fails you! For it is I who has the core crystal's endless magic!
Dormant! He must not continue like this, intoxicated on the exaltation of battle. His worship has lost all regard for self-preservation. Even if the core crystals bestow Lord Mott with limitless magic, his worship's body cannot endure being its vessel. Lady Lunacestus! I know! With me, now! Your worship, the Ashen King, you must calm down! You have already achieved what you set out to do! There is no further need to cross blades with this wretch! Our fight is not yet over! So for now, please!
You do... I'm sorry.
Lord Mott! Lady Strategist! A portal! Quickly! Of course.
Wait! You're running? No! I won't let you...
Lucio! 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 What do you think you're doing? Answer me! If this is a joke, it is not amusing in the slightest! Open your eyes. That's an order! Do you hear me? Lucio! 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 Please, open your eyes! Lucio!